The mass deportation plan, promised by President Donald Trump, is now in full swing. Over the past few days, the U.S. government has already deported hundreds of undocumented migrants to Guatemala, Peru, and Honduras. Now, a new country is on the radar: India. According to reports, over 200 undocumented Indian migrants are being sent back to their home country. Unlike past deportations, this time, they are being transported on a U.S. military cargo plane. The aircraft is set to land in the Indian city of Amritsar tomorrow. This marks a significant shift in U.S. deportation policy, and our report will break down all the details. Trump's immigration crackdown. Donald Trump made immigration enforcement a key part of his election campaign, pledging to deport undocumented individuals in large numbers. Now, as president, he is making good on that promise. The latest wave of deportations has been carried out with the assistance of the U.S. military, signaling a more aggressive approach to illegal immigration. Deportation to India begins. For the first time, the U.S. is using military transport to deport illegal Indian migrants. A C-17 military cargo plane is currently en route, carrying approximately 205 individuals who entered the U.S. illegally. The journey will take about 24 hours, and the plane is expected to land in Amritsar soon. Historically, deportations of Indian migrants have been conducted using commercial flights. However, the Trump administration has opted for military transport this time, which is a significantly more expensive method. For context, a similar flight to Guatemala costs an estimated $5,000 per migrant. Despite the high costs, the U.S. government appears committed to using this strategy. The scale of illegal Indian immigration in the U.S. Indian nationals make up the third largest population of undocumented immigrants in the U.S., trailing only behind Mexico and El Salvador. Estimates suggest that approximately 725,000 Indians are living in the U.S. without legal status. Among them, around 20,000 individuals are currently under heightened scrutiny by immigration authorities. According to official reports, around 18,000 illegal Indian migrants have received final deportation orders. About 2,000 are currently in ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, detention centers. The first batch of 200 migrants is now being deported, but thousands more may soon follow. India's response. The Indian government has taken a clear stance on the deportation issue. Officials in New Delhi have stated that they will accept returnees, but only after proper verification to confirm their Indian nationality. This cautious approach ensures that only legitimate Indian nationals are repatriated. President Trump has expressed confidence that India will cooperate with the U.S. government on this matter. Last week, he remarked that India would do what is right. However, with hundreds of thousands of undocumented Indian migrants still in the U.S., the long-term impact of these deportations remains uncertain. What's next? The Trump administration's mass deportation initiative is part of a broader crackdown on illegal immigration. Immigration enforcement has been one of Trump's major policy pillars, and it's clear that this is just the beginning. With tens of thousands of undocumented migrants still in the U.S., many more deportation flights are expected in the coming months. As this situation unfolds, it raises important questions. How will the Indian government handle the return of thousands of deportees? Will military planes continue to be used for deportations? What happens to those still in detention? For migrants living in the U.S. without legal status, the future remains uncertain. One thing, however, is clear. Trump's immigration policies are reshaping America's approach to illegal migration in a way never seen before. Stay tuned for further updates on this developing story.